as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the L.A. Chargers. On the Bears sideline, the head man, Ben Johnson. These guys finally got in the win column last week following 2 straight losses to start the year. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys came up short on the road last week. Now they're trying to turn things around in front of the home crowd here. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the former Gator, their rookie quarterback from Florida.
And last week, that was one of those games that he just wants to erase from his memory banks. But I'll guarantee his coaching staff won't let him do it. They're going to make him learn from it. He really looked like a rookie quarterback in that one. You're going to have those kind of outings in year one. But the big question, what does he take away from them, and how does he improve? It starts right here in this game.
11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Ready? First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Kennedy Lions. Hey, check that. Street.
On the ground, this is Amari Hampton. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
At the 48-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here we go. Ready?
He'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Chargers had 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. Looking middle, and he finds McMillan. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 14. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Amari Hampton, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. First carry for DeAndre Swift. Down the right sideline. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Play action. Now Williams. Pass complete to Loveland. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
A gain of 12. And the Bears first down.
Swift going to try up the middle. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense on balance.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Williams. He'll try to pick it up himself, and he'll get nothing out of that one. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. They'll go. Here's Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. To throw, Williams. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. To throw, it's Williams. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line.
Will Reichard on for the field goal. A 26-yard.
And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive.
Okay, ready?
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. You look at this Bears defense. And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
18 yards. And the Chargers first down.
On first down, it's Hampton. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Hampton. And he stopped immediately there.
Taken down.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Gain of 8. And the Chargers, 1st down.
They'll set up a throw. This is caught by McMillan. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 2.
2nd and 2. At the Bears.
Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. They're going to take this to about the 10-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after him. Put the pressure on him.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Amari and Hampton hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker, and that pushes the lead up to 11. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They'll run with the Rutgers man, Kyle Monungai. And everyone on their assignment defensively there as he'll be taken down behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a 1st. Off the play fake, it's Williams. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. His throw incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. He'll try and do this himself. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez to punt this thing away.
A gain of a yard.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, just a desperation heave there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
Now, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This will be caught just inside the 10. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. And again, back to Komet. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Throwing is Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Luther Burden from 6 yards away. And the Bears take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He'll find McMillan here. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Chargers,
Here we go.
1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Has his man, it's Shakir. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Complete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60. Let's go now.
They'll drop to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. To the air, Williams. And he he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And this one is right through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
They'll dump this off to Hampton, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. So a tight one so far, 1-point game at the break as we... All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And the Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. So out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They go back to the ground, this time Swift to the 43, second down. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. In motion goes the tight end. Play action. Now Williams. Wide open receiver, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Swift diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for two.
The Bears will line up for the
Williams going to throw for it. That's caught. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for two.
14.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. With this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the Chargers first down.
They'll work inside here, Hampton. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
At the 37-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. That's complete to his running back, Hampton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shakir hauls it in. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
13 more yards. That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Hampton. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. On the give, this is Hampton. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. And Marion Hampton, his third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Chargers have retaken a third-quarter lead. They'll look to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just heading straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now 3rd down and 7. Here's Williams. That is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Looking to throw is Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
And the Bears first down.
They run out of the gun with Swift. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Off the bootleg, it's Williams. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. Pass to the right side, caught by Burden. They'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Will Record on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Chargers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. The Charger drive about to get going. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
A run once more with Hampton. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Give here to Hampton. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. 2nd and 10.
45-yard line.
Here we go.
On the handoff, it's Hampton. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Let's go now. Viking 18. Go.
Here's Hampton. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
Edwards on the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 13-yard line.
Second down and 3. On the ground, this is Hampton. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? He barely got the first down, but he got it.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Now first and goal. They'll run here with Hampton. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on first and goal.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Hampton will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown.
And that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So now the Bears down by 7. A minute 15 remaining. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up first and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with a minute 7 remaining. From the gun, here's Swift. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll come up now. This is second and long.
Brings up second and
Back to throw.
at the 34-yard line.
And his throw is incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Back to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll look to throw. Able to find Komet. Here's a second and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute, as the kick's away here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. And, Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And, partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
First down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He gets this to Hampton. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. First and 10.
He'll
He'll drop to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Cameron Dicker for the Chargers field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out in the end.
Ball like yellow on leaves. Ball like an all-white shirt, no sleeves. Tell her, put it like me. Blowing a coffee, to sleep. You weak, chic. The web look at the boots, fleet. Headache. Gotta wait till she give me a headache. Send me a text, I ain't reading no essay.